Tick-tock, homies. The big hand and the little hand say it's time for a new HBO show. Let's get started. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Thumb Together TV. My name is Andrew Fantasia, and today we're going to be talking about Watchmen Season 1, Episode 1 together. As usual, if you enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and give some love to that subscribe button as well. This episode's title is It's Summer and We're Running Out of Ice, but I didn't put that on the thumbnail because, frankly, it is just way too long, and if you look ahead on the Wikipedia page and see what the titles of the rest of the show's episodes are going to be, it's all pretty much in the same vein, folks. So what's the deal with Watchmen? We had the movie, we had the comic. Well, the vibe I'm getting from this, at least right off the bat, is the same vibe I got from Prometheus, which also had Damon Lindelof handling the reins behind the scenes. When Prometheus came out, Damon Lindelof and everybody else involved were like, oh no, it's not a prequel to Alien, but it's part of the Alien world, and then it came out and it was a prequel to Alien. And now with Watchmen, I'm getting the same kind of vibe, where leading up to its release, everybody was like, what is this? Is this a prequel to Watchmen? Is this a sequel to Watchmen? Is this what's going on here? And Damon Lindelof and company had the response of, ooh, no, it's not a prequel or a sequel. It's a remix kind of thing, but we're going to be ambiguous about it. And then I watch this and it's a sequel to Watchmen. Like a sequel to Watchmen set in an alternate reality. That's exactly what it is. Things go differently in this universe, though, than they did in the original Watchmen, but not everything goes differently. You still have the big squid thing. It's not there anymore, but now there's millions of little squid that fall from the sky in a torrential downpour that is at the same time hilarious and terrifying. Robert Redford is president of the United States, and he has been president since 1992. All these little shifts in reality create an alternate Watchmen universe, which is sort of the Watchmen we remember, but sort of not, but still a sequel to it. Now, the most interesting thing, at least what I find the most interesting about this Watchmen world, is that this is a world where the police have to wear masks like superheroes. Cool looking masks too. Their outfits are really neat. The costume design on this is simple, but it's powerful. The costumes actually look cheap on purpose. It looks like you're watching the Tick TV show, but without any of the screwy comedy thrown in. That's always my favorite part of watching a movie or reading a story or anything like that that's set in an alternate universe, is slowly but surely peeling back the layers of that onion and seeing how everything works in this world. What is the beating heart of these alternate worlds? And Watchmen, at least the pilot of Watchmen, was really, really good at establishing that. From Career Day at school, where our main character here explains that she was born in Vietnam, which is a state, I think it's the 51st U.S. state, which tells us, okay, the United States won the Vietnam War. To the whole squids falling from the sky being a totally normal occurrence where everybody just continues their day like it's no big thing that alien squids are falling from the sky. To Dr. Manhattan being on Mars just randomly building sandcastles, apparently. It really paints the picture of this alternate universe really well. So full kudos to the writers for making it that clear and that fun to follow along with. Now, there's a group in this show called the 7th Cavalry, who is a white supremacist group, but they all wear Rorschach masks. Again, cheap looking Rorschach masks. Everybody looks like they're on the tick here, but these guys are wearing Rorschach masks, and they are, I'm assuming, the villains of this series because they are white supremacists, so naturally, yeah, they're not nice folk. And these guys are making threatening videos and running around shooting cops, and it's just a bad scene all around, and the cops are spending this episode trying to deal with this threat because apparently these cavalry folks have been absent for a couple years, and now all of a sudden they're coming back into the fold for who knows why. The show is also set in Oklahoma, and it takes every opportunity to remind us of this, utilizing everything from vast references to the musical Oklahoma, including seeing a number of that musical being performed on screen, to starting off the episode and the series with the very disturbing to watch Tulsa massacre of 1921, I think. That is all constantly bombarding you. It's kind of like how in Luke Cage they were always talking about Harlem. In Watchmen, it's all Oklahoma all the time, baby. So if hearing the word Oklahoma is your thing, damn, this is pretty much porn for you. Now, aside from Dr. Manhattan, the only other Watchmen character, at least that I'm familiar with, is Ozymandias, and that makes sense. I mean, he definitely survived at the end of Watchmen. He is responsible for the squid, spoilers, and now he's an old man living in a castle in England or Scotland, and he's waited upon by two servants. And this was my favorite part of the show because one of my favorite actors, Tom Mison, plays one of these two servants, and it was such a delight to see him again. Now, this Ozymandias scene was very quick. It was there and it was gone, and then we shoot right back to Oklahoma. It was also very odd and quirky and surreal, and I don't know what's going on with Ozymandias yet, but obviously there's more to unpack. I will say this. I have a theory. I think his two servants are robots or something inhuman. There's just something off about those servants. I smell robots. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But this badass looking lady on the poster here, her superhero name is, I believe, Sister Night. She's our main character on Watchmen. And even though it's only episode 1, she's already cemented herself as a really cool character. She's already my favorite, maybe next to Tom Mison, just because it's Tom Mison. She made herself instantly relatable, instantly likable, instantly cool. She has the superhero costume. All of it is an excellent package for an excellent protagonist, and I can't wait to see what happens in the coming weeks with this lady. But in true Watchmen form, our first chapter ended with a murder and blood spattering on somebody's golden button. And yes, I am talking about Don Johnson getting hanged, but I don't think that's the last we'll see of Don Johnson. If Damon Lindelof has taught me anything, it's that flashbacks are a thing. So I don't know 100% what to make of this show yet. All I know is I love the premise and the world it's built. I love our main heroine here. I love that Tom Mison is in it. And I'm really curious about where this is going. What's the story? What is the point of telling this story? Why did you put pen to paper? I want to know what's going on here. So color me intrigued, not in love yet, but intrigued. I'll be tuning in to see what Watchmen has in store as the weeks go on. But it's summer and we're running out of ice. That has been Thumb Together TV. I'm Andrew Fantasia. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you here next time. And until then, adios.